Hi guys, it's Carrie and welcome to my updated Seoul apartment tour. So the reason that I'm updating it is because number one, I've added a lot of things. I think I had moved in about a week prior to filming my previous one, so it looked very depressing. Number two, there were a lot of unanswered questions, so I'm gonna do an FAQ at the end of this. And number three, I have made a tutorial for how you can use the most popular app to find houses here in Seoul, so in Korea in general. So if you want to learn how to use Zigbang, even if you can't speak Korean, I hope that my tutorial will help you out. That is all at the end. Let's just get started with the tour. This is my entry area, which is mostly for shoes and random storage. Pretty basic, nothing much going on here. And when you turn around, you are in my house. So this is my sofa that was donated to me by a lovely coworker. Sorry, it looks a little sad over there, but I use it. So I have a little table which folds up, and this rug has brought a lot of life into the room. And this whole area is actually quite large. I'm not capturing it well because I don't have a wide lens, but it's a pretty big size. Actually, I'm really happy about it. And so over here, I have all of my plugs hidden behind a mirror and this giant fan, which is really helpful. And this is a piece of furniture that I stole from my neighbor who is moving out. It's just my bookshelf, my collect-all. There are currently Christmas lights going on if you're wondering what the wires are. And the star of my previous apartment tour was Gerard and My Chemical Romance. I had so many comments about Gerard, so there they are. This is just my wall of things that I love, that inspire me. I like seeing it every day. Next up is my vacuum cleaner, my random knick-knack area with all my arts and crafts down here. This is another piece of furniture that I stole from my neighbors, which is mostly for my overflow from my bookshelf. My jewelry is in that drawer. And this is work by Sunmi. Yes, that is Jimin. There's no reason why Jimin is there. I just liked the picture and my coworker gave me the photo book. I'm sorry that I cut him out, but yeah. Next, this is my overflowing tea area and my refrigerator. I had to purchase my own refrigerator. It did not come with it. So this was just from G-Market. And this is my kitchen. Give you a step back. So it's not the biggest, but it's bigger than a lot of other people's. This is my little green tea area with Ben, who has been with me through thick and thin. He's the oldest of the plants that I have. Usual sink, gas range, which actually the batteries died on me yesterday, so while I planned to make a really healthy meal, my stove wouldn't turn on, so I had to order not healthy stuff. And then this is my gas. So basically you have to turn on your gas before you turn this on. And what's really nice about this one, unlike my other apartment, which it was just an on or an off switch, this is a timer. So even if you forget that you turned your gas on, it will automatically turn it off, which I think is really important. So forgetful old me. And back to the couch, actually this pulls out to be a bed, but usually I keep it closed just because I like my apartment to feel as big as possible. And if you're wondering what's outside of my windows, I am in a banjiha, which I will explain at the end, but basically my windows look out to nothing, and during winter the bubble wrap is very common in Korea because it keeps the heat in and the cold out. So yeah, most people will put bubble wrap on their windows during winter. Next up is the room that gave me the most trouble when trying to explain in the comments for my last video. It was my fault. I didn't properly explain how I shower. Here we go. So this is my not very glamorous bathroom. Let's take a look. So yeah, there's the fan. I just have a sink, my cleaning stuff, my showering stuff, my mirror. This is actually my laundry machine. A lot of people were freaking out about my laundry machine, so I will explain in a moment. My toilet, I actually broke the place where my toilet paper is supposed to go, so it's currently there, working on fixing it, my bad. And my toiletries. So this, hello. Here is my shower. It is a handheld. This is very common for older Korean apartments. If you get a brand new apartment, chances are you'll have something different, which is probably an actual shower stall. But for most older apartments, which are going to be the cheaper ones, and what you do is you just hold it in your hand and you wash yourself that way. When you use a handheld, I don't know if I'm just really good at it, but I don't get a lot of things wet. I pretty much get my body wet and like the floor and maybe the wall behind me a little bit, but really you have complete control over where the water goes. So I've never had a problem getting anything wet. Like even my toilet seat doesn't get wet. Yeah, that is my bathroom. Pretty typical for a Korean apartment. And last but not least, this final room, which I'm quite lucky to have. Boom, 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 boom. This is my storage room closet area. So I have my hanging stuff, my suitcases, my random junk, my drawers. Again, sorry about the mess. This is my dirty laundry, so you don't need to look there. And this is my drying rack for all of my clothes. And that's it, pretty simple. My apartment costs me 470,000 Korean won a month. So I only had to pay about $4,000 for my deposit money. Major question is, do you get it back? Yes, you do. Your deposit is given to the owner of the building, and then once you move out, it will be given back to you. But if you do something to your apartment, it's kind of like a college dorm room, at least in America, that if you do something to your apartment, like you punch a hole in the wall, when you move out, the landlord will take money out of your deposit in order to pay for the damages that you did to your apartment. I think that was the only major question. It was mainly questions about my bathroom and the deposit. So yeah, I also live in a relatively expensive area. So to find a house for this price is a little bit ridiculous, and I got so lucky. So that's why I wanted to make the tutorial for how to use Zigbang, because once you get used to it, you will be able to find things more easily and know what you're looking for and know what's a really good deal and when to jump on it immediately, because that's exactly what I did. So yeah, next up will be our Zigbang tutorial. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it is helpful. And yeah, thank you for watching. Let's go to the tutorial. Whew. Here is your tutorial for Zigbang. Just to make it easier, going to use the website. So just go to zigbang.com. And so now if you can't speak Korean, you're probably a little bit intimidated already. All you need to look at right here is the search bar. What's already highlighted for you is a 1-room or a 2-room. And that basically means it could include office tels or just one small studio. And then this, which is not clicked, is apartments, which are more like multiple room if you have a family, not just one person. So we're going to look at 1-room and 2-room. So what you can put in here is the subway station, or if you know the name of the office tel that you'd like to live in or something like that. And you do have to do this in Korean. If you do want to just play around with it and you only know limited Korean, just learn the alphabet. I know that sounds difficult, but it's really not. Let's look at Hongdae Ipguyok, which is the Hongdae area. It's close to a lot of universities. It's a pretty hip place. This is Hongdae Station right here. So what we have over here kind of looks like Airbnb. So first word that you need to know right here is 보증금. And that means the key money, like the main deposit at the beginning, which you're gonna have to give in full. So you can set your minimum, and it can go anywhere from $1,000. Man, this symbol here, man, means 10,000. So just put 4 zeros after this 100, which means it'd be $1,000, $5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30, 40, You see how I'm going. So I'm gonna put my minimum, it's gonna be $1,000, and then my maximum, I'm gonna try for 5,000 being my maximum. And then this is your 월세, or your monthly payment, or your rent. So again, I'm gonna put it at 0, and my maximum that I wanna pay, I'm gonna say $500. So now your map has automatically updated. First number, the bigger one, is going to be your deposit. And then this smaller number, the 45, is 45 man, or $450. And this little thing right here is your floor. 층 is floor. So this would be on the 4th floor. This is a 반지하, which is what I live in, and that means you're kind of the half basement, which you should have windows, but they're going to be higher up, blah, blah, blah. So like 3rd floor, 1st floor, 5th floor, see how this is going? And it also will tell you where it is on the map when you hover over it, which I think is cool. So let's just look at this first one, which is going to be $5,000 straight up, $450 every month. So let's click this and it opens. So what you have, obviously first are pictures, and sometimes, just like with any apartment selling place, the photos might not be exact. You really have to go look at the places. Don't do this blindly. You will have to contact a realtor, but we'll get to that in a second. So take these as a basic example of what you can expect, but don't sometimes they take pictures of the other room. So this looks like it is just a 1 room, but let's check all of this information. Again, scary because there's a lot of Korean, but we'll break it down. You already know this is what you're expected to pay upfront, and you already know this, which is what your rent is going to be. This just means it's the listing number. So if you call the realtor, you can tell him, oh hey, like this is the number of the listing that I'm interested in. So what kind of room is it? This is an open style 1 room. So it's just going to be absolutely 1 room, nothing else. Kitchen, everything is there. This, what floor will you be on? You'll be on the 4th floor out of a 5th floor building. So 관리비 is a service fee. So that means your landlady or landlord is going to pay money to clean the apartment or keep anything up to date if you have a security guard, stuff like that. So this is actually going to be 5만 원, 5만 원, so $50 a month. So you need to add that to your monthly fee. So while it says that monthly you're paying $450, in reality, in total, you're going to be paying $500 because everybody's going to pay this 관리비 fee. Okay, next is 주차. You probably won't need this, but in case you need parking is available. 가능 means possible, if you can do it. And what does the 관리비 pay for? It pays for internet and cable. Is that true? I'm not sure. And then this is the actual size of everything. So it's 16.5 square meters. And then they use a certain, there's a Korean way of counting things. And so it's 5p. What that really means, I'm not sure. Elevator, there is one. So you're on the 4th floor, so you're probably going to care about an elevator. I'm in the basement floor, so I literally walk down like 5 stairs and that's it. So I don't really care. Next, you have options. You can add all of these things. You can probably put this, actually, let's try it. Oh, it did this really, really well. So yeah, that's good to know that Google Translate at least got this correct. The rest of this really doesn't give you much information. It gives you the somewhat address. It also tells you what stations it's near. So it's near Hongdae Station, which are lines 2, the airport line, and the Gyeonggi line. There's Sangsu, which is line 6, and then there's Gwanghongcheong. I don't think I've ever used that, which is also line 6. So now if you're thinking, I really like this place, I like the location, I think the payment is fine, you can just contact and you can either press this button and it should give you his phone number, I believe. I don't want to press it because I don't want to call anybody. It's really late at night too if I make a mistake. Or you can, if you have Kakao, you can message him with this ID. And that might be easier. I know a lot of people write better than they speak. So if you message him and say, hey, I'm a foreigner, I'd like to see this place kind of thing. You can maybe ask a Korean friend to tell you how to say it, and maybe they'll come help you because really realtors work very, very fast here. So they basically want you to come in and know, say yes or no if you're going to get this place. And if you say no, you need to find a place really soon or else they're going to drop you and say you're wasting my time. So yeah, probably having a Korean friend is very, very helpful, especially when it comes to signing contracts and talking to the landlord. Also, if you just want to play around and see like the ridiculousness of what you can get. If you pay a really high deposit fee, you're gonna have a lower rent and probably a ridiculous apartment. So this is like a really nice multiple room. Look at that kitchen. Oh my God. Wow, so that's how people live there. If you just want to play around and see like what you can get for what money before you move here, and even if you don't know where you want to go, like just pop around and see certain things and always check, like try to be near a subway station and stuff like that. And that is it. I hope that that was helpful. Let me know if anything was unclear in the comments down below. And yeah, I'm really happy with my apartment. I hope that you guys find what you're looking for in Korea, or if you were just here for fun because you like apartment tours, thanks for sticking around this long. Now I'm going to make dinner because I am starving. So thank you for hanging out, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!